it's good to have my kids here as well to witness it. I was always saying that when I was playing soccer, you know, I'd like to win something with them. But when I came to the end of my kind of soccer career, it was game over for me in a sporting sense, like, and my kids were just about to be born. I wasn't going to be winning anything. And now I get a second chance with running. So I'm taking it. And they're going to see me winning something, and that makes me proud, like, you know. I know they'll look back on it down the line, and I'm happy for that. That gives me a lot of positivity. No matter what happens today, they're not going to think about the time or what I do or don't do. They're just going to see that medal and remember all those memories, and that's all I think about now today. No matter what happens, you're winning, says you know, and that's why you always see me smiling. I'm happy. Before races, I'm nervous, very nervous, because I just don't know what's going to happen, what's going to go on. Next year, buddy, I'm coming for you. It's all happening here in Times Square. It's time to get the show on the road. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today, Sunday, at 4 o'clock in the morning to go over here to this Staten Island, the other side of the Verrazano Bridge. I'll be over there shivering my tits off at some godly time in the morning, but it has to be done. Everyone has to do it unless you're elite and you get a bus out, and I didn't make that because I needed to run 2:25. Damn me, New York. Anyway, I'll do it the hard way. I did it the hard way in all my other races. I don't need anyone to do me a favour. I just go and get it done. Put the ball over the bar, as the man says. Anyway, New York City, it's the last major I am going to cover. Limerickrunning, it's coming to an end. It's the last dance, and it's good. I'm going to have my kids here. I always said these videos are my way of motivating my kids in the future when I won't be able to. You know, hopefully I'm alive for a long time still, but there will be come a time when I'm not here, and my kids will have all these memories, and hopefully their grandkids will be looking on to their crazy grandfather who used to run around the place, and that gives me a lot of satisfaction. And it's great now that they're here with me, the final major. And you know what? If I don't run sub 2:30, I don't even care. I actually don't care, because my son Aaron, you're going to come back to New York in 20 years and finish off what I couldn't finish if I don't do it on Sunday. So I've got nothing, absolutely nothing to lose. And even if I don't do it, like I said, I'm going to pass it on to my son. I'm not even going to probably come back to New York and do it anymore. I'm more or less done with these majors. Boston is the only one that means a lot to me, and I go back to Boston every year if I could. And if I get a chance to do Tokyo, obviously I can get another 6-star medal now if I go back to Tokyo. So it's been an eventful few years, unbelievable memories, great times, met lots of unbelievable people. But like I said, there's only so much shit you can talk on a video about running, and I don't like talking about it. So I think if there was a video series about going having the crack, I'd probably be good at that. So maybe Limericrunning's gonna go a different avenue down the line. But anyway, this is 4th Avenue where I'll be running. Look at this for a view. I can see that out my hotel window, so my family, my wife is going to be watching the leaders passing from our hotel room, and then they'll just go down and they'll see me coming up and give him a high five, and then see him in New York. What more can you do? And have a beer, enjoy it. That's what you gotta do. Paying big money, coming over here. I went to Times Square there, I went around, seen a couple of things. They say you're supposed to take time off your feet and everything. It's a good strategy, but I'm not qualifying for the Olympics. What's it gonna cost me? 20 seconds? That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I get nice photos with my family. I don't give a shit about time. I'm gonna go hard anyway. Put the ball over the bar. Bring it on. What a view, huh? Now, the only thing left to decide is, are we going with Ireland or are we going with Limerick running? But that's the number, 1311. Anyway, what can I say? Only thanks for all the support over the years. I'm not sure I'm going to take the GoPro with me tomorrow to Staten Island, because whatever you take there, you have to leave there. They don't do any bag drop to the finish anymore. So basically what you take there, you have to run with. I have to get a ferry at 6 AM from the south of Manhattan over to Staten Island and then get a bus. So logistically it's not ideal, because if I could get a taxi up there or a metro and just jump off and jog over the bridge as my warm-up, it would make it a lot easier, but I don't think you're allowed. They would probably do that in Ireland. You would definitely be allowed to do it, and it would make life a lot easier for a lot of people, but it is what it is. Like I said, everyone has to do it, and I'm feeling good, you know. I probably feel like I did before Chicago, you know. When I went for a run the other day, I did a tempo around Martin pace, but it was on the hills, and my heart rate was up very high, up past threshold and stuff like. So there are things that will be on my mind when I start off, when they fire that cannon out on Staten Island, that you can't get too giddy, because 26.2 miles with loads of hills is a tough ask, especially after doing 2 peak marathons. And I'm not going to be too greedy. Like, I ran 226 twice this year, and I ran 228, and I've had a good year. I made an Irish team, 2 Irish teams. I went to Snowdon as well. I went to the European Championships, and I've had an unbelievable year. And next year, like I said, I'm going into a new age category, and I think next year I'm gonna, when I say train properly, I'm going to train smartly. I'm not just going to do marathons here and there just for the sake of it. Next year is my year. You heard it here first. I'm going hiding in the long grass. Limerickrunning. You'll see him, but you won't know where he's going to strike. But next year it's all about M45 category. So I'm coming for all the M45s. And you know, unless now I might be convinced to come back to New York next year for the age group world championships, it'll be a new category. It's either New York or Dublin. I'd probably prefer to go back and do Dublin, because it was the first marathon I ever did. And looking at it last week on YouTube and stuff, I think that the support up there, you know, your own support, your own crowd, home support, cheering you on. You can have your family and everybody there. I think that's something special about Dublin, even though the weather is probably not ideal and you wouldn't class it as a PB course. A lot of the things that you don't have to do here, you know, you can get away with it in Dublin. Like, you could drive up on the morning of the race, things like that. So that's where we're going next year. Limerickrunning. If you see me, thank me for the videos. Just buy me a pint, any beer you want. I'm not fussy, as long as it's cold. If it's strong, better again. See you tomorrow, guys.